In this tutorial, we're going to create a procedural water material by using a hidden material function in Unreal Engine 5.7. Without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So, I already got two water normals here. So first, I'll show you how we usually create a water material, and we'll create the procedural way of creating water. Because if you're using these two materials and we would create a water material, still there will be a chance to get a multiple tiling issues in the water. So we need to avoid that. So I'll show both the ways, like creating the water with this normal maps and the other method. So there's a trick in Unreal Engine 5.7. I'll show you later in this video. But let's just start by creating a basic material. So with that, you will understand everything from the base. I'll start by creating a material. I'm going to rename it as water. So this is the usual way of creating thing. Whenever you created this thing, you have to just change this to single layer water material and just come over here, and I think this is enough, or maybe you can use the translucent, but this is for tutorial purpose, so that I am avoiding that. I'll just make this single layer water material since we are looking to create a basic water material here. So now I'll just take two these water normals, select two, and I'll just convert to shade wrap. Now these are wrap materials. So now we got the specular, metallic, base, everything here. I'm going to just hold one on the keyboard, and you'll get the 0. So for that, you'll just connect to basics and opacity, all right. So it will be 0. One more time, I will add the parameter. Let's just connect the specular and the refraction here. And let me just type 1 over there. All right. Now what we want to do, we'll just create a lerp. So hold L on the keyboard and left click. You'll see this lerp. We'll just connect both of these normals there. Something like this. Now what we want is a panner. Just type panner, you'll get this one. Or hold P on the keyboard and left click, you'll see this panner. You'll get this panner. This is, what is this doing is it's going to be, moves the water normals to the XY axis. So basically this will move the textures, normal textures. Now what we want to add is just texture coordinates, this one. I'm going to duplicate it, and we'll just connect that values to coordinates. Okay. Now we want to add the time. Just type time, you'll get the time here. Duplicate it and connect it here. Now you need to control the speed. For that, we will just create a parameter. One more time, I'll create this. I'll convert to parameter. This will be speed 2. This will be speed 1. We'll connect those. Let me just put a value like 0.06, and here minus 0.06. Let me just connect the speed values here. Just connect to the UV. That's it. And we will connect one more node here. That's going to be the texture sample. So here we're going to add a noise. It's going to work as an alpha value for these two textures to mask. Just connect the value here and connect it to normal directly. Hit apply. Showing some errors. Anyway, we'll do that. Now what we want to do, we'll just create a node called single layer water material. This one is very important. We're going to add a divide node. Sorry, not this one. Hold D on the keyboard and you'll get this divide, and we need a multiply node. Okay. Now we're going to add a hold 3 on the keyboard and you'll get this color constant. Create select a color something like this, and we'll create a water darkness. So I'll just hold 1 on the keyboard and I'll just create a parameter, and let's type it water darkness, which we will control the darkness of these materials. We'll connect both of these things here. We'll just connect this to divide node, and we will put a value around here, like 20. We will multiply it with 100. Just connect to the single layer water material. Sorry, not there. Absorption coefficient. Now what you did, you just created a water material, something like this. See, but there is a problem with this method. I'm going to show you what's the method. Let me just type minus here. Okay. Apply, save. So we created a water. I'll just reduce this one to 0.001. So you'll get something like this. Okay. But I'll show you what's the problem with this kind of technique. Let me just make this a color instance, watercolor instance. So this is going to be the instance material. This is the master material of water, and just applied it, right? So now if you look at this water, it feels quite good. There is no trouble. The waves are working very fine. It's looking good. But the problem is, whenever I'm going to change the texture values, like I'm going to put a value like 23, 23, 23, 23, then you will see a problem, a kind of texture, UV tiling issue. You'll see this. You'll see this UV tiling problem here, definitely. And sorry, 23. The problem with this method is you'll get this repetitive tiling here. So for me, it is just not looking so good. But for a simple project or something, it will be fine enough. But for me, this is not good. So I'm going to approach a different method here. So for that, let me just open this. I'm going to disconnect all these things. We don't need that. We'll just put it in somewhere here. What we want to do, we'll do some changes over here as well. Now we'll just select here and go down. Use with water, tick that, and select this one, translucent, gray transparent, and just come over here. And what do you want to do? Change this one to surface translucency volume. Okay, so that's it. Now we want to add a different function here. We are not going to put something like this over here, and it will definitely ruin the tiling map of the water material. For that, what I would do, we can create a function here. So let me just go to the material, advanced material function. I'm going to create a water function here. Water function. Right. Double click, just get into that. So this is going to be a function. Now the secret for this approach is kind of smart. It's going to be a smart way. Like this Unreal Engine 5.7, which already has a water material function, but they literally hided that thing from the engine or something. So make sure that you just click to the settings, and you'll see the engine content. Make sure that is ticked, and just come over here to the engine and type motion underscore. You'll get this motion 4-way chaos normal. This one is the kind of hidden thing in Unreal Engine 5.7. This is going to be a trophy for the people who is working on Unreal Engine, because we don't need to create a water which looks like repetitive tiling will be there, and that will ruin the entire project. If you are approaching in a procedural way, we need to avoid that thing. So for that, we will create this thing inside the function, and we will approach this way only. Just drag and drop it there. And when you double click, you can see this one is very complex. See the 4 normal values here, which is totally manipulated here. So this one is more complex, and this one is total procedural. So the water waves would look like you cannot find any repetitive tiling here. Okay, so we'll do that. So from here, we'll just add a motion 4-way chaos normal here. What we want to do, we'll just type world position, this one. We got X, Y, C, X, Z, and C value here. Since this is going to be a master material, it's going to be stay in the 2D. So we'll just only connect this X, Y axis only. So let's just add a divide here. Just connect this one here. Now what we want is input, function input, and it's going to be a scalar value. Let me just connect both of this thing here. Now you just need to connect the coordinates here. One more time, we need input function, and it should also change to scalar. Let me just connect to the speed, and finally we need one more input function, and this is going to be a texture 2D. Since we are going to add a texture, well, let me just connect to this texture here, and finally we'll just connect all these things here. And let me just fine, and just apply and save it. So it will be added to our function which we already created here. It will be there. Now this is the function we have created with this motion 4-way chaos material, which is provided by Unreal Engine. Let me just drag and drop this material here. You'll get all these things instance. Now the problem is you cannot see the terms here. So let me just change the names here. So this is going to be the world axis. This is going to be the speed controller. This is going to be the texture controller. Hit apply and save. Now let me just drag and drop this here. Yeah, the names has changed. So we need to add the values here, right? Now what we want to do, we'll just add a texture object here. Let me just type texture object, since we need to add a material there, normal. So you'll see this texture object parameter, just add that. Let me just rename it as texture, and that's it. And just connect this to the texture. Now we can add normal values here. So we'll just select one normal, drag and drop it there, so it will be there. Now we want to add the world axis. Let me just type, hold one on the keyboard, and you'll get and convert this to parameter, and just change to world position. Just connect to this. And now what we want to do, we'll just add one more time parameter, and let me just type speed, and that's it. You'll just connect these water functions directly to the normal. So now you can see the waves happening here, and make sure that you already disabled this to default. We don't need a single layer water material here. Just change it to default lit here. Now we can see the water is moving. Let's just apply this material to the plane, and let's check it's working. Just just drag and drop it here. See, now you can see you can definitely see there is no water tiling here. It's just randomly happening, and this literally looks more realistic, and see, now it's working perfectly very fine. There is no repetition tiling here. Now if you want to control the specular here, everything will be controlled here, or otherwise you just open the material instance, so you can control the speed, the world space over here. Just tick it, you can control the speed over here, see, or just reduce it to 0.03, so it's nicely moving, or otherwise 0.09, and you can control the values over here. Like I'm going to make it 2000, so it will be looks more enlarged, or you can control something like this. So you cannot feel the repetition tiling anymore. If you want to control the specular value here, just go to the specular and increase to 1 or something, or reduce to 0.2 or something. Now it's worked very fine. You can control the roughness here, or if you want to control all these things within the instance, you just create a parameter. Just type over here, connect to specular, and hit apply. So this will be 0. I'm going to put a default value like 1 or 0.02. Hit apply and just go there, specular. You can control specular here and just play around with the timing. So it will act like this, 0.02 7 would be fine, I think. See, now it's looking more realistic. And roughness, you can change it to 0. Hit apply. And that's it. So what you just see in this tutorial, we can actually have inbuilt water material functions. They actually provided this motion chaos normal, this one, which acts very randomly, and it will provide you some random normal map texture animation, and this is very cool. You don't have to wait, you don't have to put a lot of effort into creating a water material animation, or adding lots of banner and texture control unit over here. You just drag and save it and create something like this, a function, and just drag and drop it to the material here, master material, and you just connect all these values here. And yeah, it's literally good to go. It's look more natural and realistic. So you don't have to wait. You don't have to waste a lot of time into that. So we'll just create highly procedural water animations by using this motion four-way chaos normal. If you can't see this function here, what you want to do, you just go to the engine and just type motion underscore. So it will be come here, and make sure that the engine content is enabled. Yeah, so this is it. This is how we create a procedural water material by using inbuilt functions in Unreal Engine 5.7. So thank you for watching this video. Make sure that you subscribe to this channel, and don't forget to hit the like button, and keep follow this channel. There are lot of videos and tutorials are on the way about Unreal Engine 5.7, and hope you enjoyed and like this video, and thank you for watching.